What's up, sports bettors? We got week 7 of college football, and you may be thinking, Alex, is your big bet on Alabama versus Tennessee? And the answer is absolutely not. My bet is going to be on the Northern Illinois versus Eastern Michigan game. So as a sharp bettor, we always follow the value. And a lot of times, sportsbooks are keeping a closer eye on the main game. So it's harder to find sharp, profitable bets, right? Alabama, Tennessee, one of the biggest college football games for this weekend. No positive EV bets available. Northern Illinois versus Eastern Michigan, I found an absolutely incredible play. So you can see the totals at kind of 66, 66 and a half. The spread's at 1.5 to 2.5, depending on the book. And then the money line kind of ranges, but Northern Illinois is roughly a plus 120 underdog. So again, kind of as a sharp bettor, last week we had a lot of Eastern Michigan. We had them on the spread. We had the total going over against Western Michigan. You know, there was crazy line movement towards Eastern Michigan in this game against Western, and they ended up winning. They won by 22 points, and we had them plus 5.5, so should have taken them on the money line. But anyways, you can see the best line on Northern Illinois is plus 120, so you should always be shopping around, right? Even if you only have Bet99, that's the only sportsbook you use, first of all, get more sportsbook accounts, right? All these bookmakers have different prices, and what you'll notice is anywhere you search for sports betting advice, the first key tip is get more sports books, right? You need more outs because all these books have different prices. They all have different betting limits, you know, the amount of money you can bet, stuff like that. So you want as many accounts as possible. And if you're placing bets at, plus 110, when there's a ton of other sports books kind of out there offering plus 120, you're never going to make money. Right? As a sharp bettor, you're always looking for value. That's the name of the game, looking for value, right? So the play I actually ended up going with is a point spread play. And, when you're betting on point spreads, here you can see sportsbooks have the spread ranging from 1.5 to 2.5, depending on the sportsbook. But when you're betting at minus 111 juice, you only need to win, 52.4% of your bets to break even against the sportsbooks. So as a sharp bettor, we're looking for point spread wagers that are hitting, 55% of the time, 56% of the time, even 54% of the time, right? Like, you're looking, literally that's the difference between being a square sports bettor and a sharp sports bettor who could do this for a living, is increasing the win probability on your point spread wagers and total point wagers at minus 110 from 50 to 55%. So the play I ended up hammering is Eastern Michigan minus 1.5. $3,000. You can see it's a positive EV play. So lines started moving towards Eastern Michigan. We have a 1.34% profit margin on this play. And as you'll notice, most sportsbooks, once again, have the spread at 2.5, right? Bet Online, a super sharp offshore sportsbook, they have Eastern Michigan minus 2.5 favored, right? Lines on Pinnacle and Bet Online, two of the sharpest offshore sportsbooks, are both juicing markets towards Eastern Michigan minus 2.5, and we're getting minus 1.5 at minus 110 odds. Incredible. So again, as a sharp bettor, you're looking for value, right? Like, you're like an investor looking for stocks on sale, looking for things that are 20% cheap, and you're never going to make money, if you're betting on, let's say Alabama at minus 300 when there's other bookmakers offering minus 260. You're never going to make money because you're doing the opposite. You're kind of like an investor who's buying everything at 2 times the price. When you're getting ripped off and you're getting terrible odds, you can't expect to make money, right? On the other hand, when you're, hunting down those rare betting opportunities, you can see on OddsJam, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive EV bets available in my location. So OddsJam's, taking these millions of odds and just trying to show you those few, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 betting opportunities in your location that actually beat the vig, beat the juice. And here's an example of one, right? Like, PointsBet pricing Eastern Michigan minus 1.5 at minus 130 on their alternate spread. DraftKings has it minus 135. Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker, has it minus 122. Bet Online, a very sharp offshore sportsbook, has this minus 118 on the 2.5 spread. So we're using all this data kind of in the betting market to get a sense of, okay, where should Eastern Michigan be priced? And, it should obviously be like -2.5, juice towards Eastern Michigan. So we're getting incredible value on Eastern Michigan -1.5. Ridiculous value. And this is why sports betting is so crazy, so fun, is all these bookmakers, they set lines independently. So we can use all this data in the market, all this market information to tease out profitable betting opportunities with value, right? So this bet has a 1.34% profit margin. I hit it for $3K. So our bet has 40-20 in profit margin. If you've been tailing my plays, we're up 16.3K on full-length YouTube videos since the start of football season about a month ago. And for live streams, we've been doing this for about 2 weeks. We're up 5.5K. So not bad. Over 20K if you were to tail all my picks at the same odds. And of course, not every bet wins. That's not the point of positive EV betting. Not every bet is going to win. Anyone who can show you how to win every bet, they're full of crap. But anyways, right? Long story short, you want to make money sports betting, you got to find value. So search the positive EV page, hit the bet in bold with a circle around it. So as an example, the play we'd want to be on here, super profitable in Cardinal Seahawks, is first half total points over 26.5, right? FanDuel only giving you +110. DraftKings has this -105. Pinnacle only +108. This is PointsBet's, sister sportsbook. It's a replica of PointsBet, kind of in New York, where I'm located right now. There's very clear value, enough to beat the VIG, beat the juice, and get a positive profit margin on over 26.5 first half total. So in the Cardinal Seahawks game at this price, right? So +125 is great. But anyways, hopefully you found this video helpful. Hopefully you're able to tail my play on Eastern Michigan -1.5. Let's make some money, guys.